me, I would say like the journey of like the best moment of my life. To be honest, despite the first trimester being one that was crazy, like it was mentally draining and physically draining, but the entire journey was just it's 10 will do it again. Would recommend to do it if you have a good support system.
My name is Vanessa. I am 27 years old, and my child is 2 years and 7 months old.
Well, I was super surprised. I was really surprised. I was, yes, because I wanted it like for a long time. I've been dreaming of having a baby. But then when I actually saw the lines, I was like a bit scared. Okay, can I be able to do this? Like, is it the right time? I mean, I wanted, but is it the right time to do it and all of that? But I was surprised, excited, scared. I remember it was just like I was hit with the truck, but in a good way. I was like really like, it's actually happening. So that's the feeling that I had. It's actually happening. It's for real. So with my partner, immediately when I found out, I went and I told him. Like I was surprised. Like, yeah, results are positive. We're having a baby. So he had like the same reaction as me. He was like, oh, it's happening, surprised, scared, is it the right time? And yeah, that's with my partner. With my family, with his family, and I told the mother, and the mother was like, finally! You guys are living together, we're waiting, or maybe we were never gonna have a baby, but now finally they're having a baby. And my side of the family too, I told them, okay. It's okay. Okay, so before I didn't know I was pregnant. I was suffering from, I thought it was malaria. I was so tired and sick, like physically drained. I was so lazy, and I didn't know what was the reason. I thought it was malaria until one day I was like, oh, let's just go check if I was pregnant or not. And then after I found out I was pregnant, like the biggest thing that physically that changed for me, beginning stages was mostly just the morning sickness. I guess that's physical thing. That's the morning sickness, or maybe afternoon sickness actually for me. Feeling very nauseous and all of that. I think that's about it. But as I progressed, obviously the physical ones were the belly being bigger and gaining weight finally. Little by little, obviously, my belly was growing, and I was actually very excited for that because I've been tracking how like the stages of like the baby becomes like a little, you know, whatever the fruit was, a tiny little fruit, to like a bigger fruit, and that means like my belly got bigger and it felt more real, you know, like okay, there's actually a baby in my belly and I can see it because my belly is big. So that was like the physical. The first trimester was very, very bad. It was terrible. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I'm just at home being sick, actually sick, feeling like I'm not pursuing my dreams. Like, because I had this thing where I every single day I strive to do something that keeps me close to my dream. So being at home and not doing anything, it made me feel so lazy. Like, I don't want to do like this because so mentally it made me feel like I'm relying on others and depending on them for everything, which really sucked. And then also I was away from my parents, and that also mentally didn't sit right with me. I mean, my in-laws are perfect and all, but I feel like maybe I should have been in my parents' household somehow, like wanting my mom to step up to be, I step up to be more loving towards me or stuff like that. So yeah, the first trimester was horrible, but then after the first trimester, the second one was okay. I was mentally okay. I got to work again because the first trimester is like you're supposed to be relaxing, otherwise it's easy to get a miscarriage during the first trimester. So, yeah, so had to like just chill and do any heavy stuff. But after those danger days, months, it's like it's oh, definitely miscarriage. Yes, and also not being able to take those supplementary pills. I found out I was pregnant, and I think I was 6 weeks pregnant. So I had the fear that I didn't take the supplements, and without the supplements, I was afraid that the baby was going to have some deformity, folic acid, and all of that. So my biggest fear was like, maybe in 2 weeks, what if it's already happened and the baby's like this? So that one, and also having a miscarriage because maybe I'm working too hard and all of that. Yeah. Oh, definitely. And the times when I went to the doctors to see the scans. Oh, I was like, and the first time I heard my baby's heartbeat. Oh, I was like, so every single time I go to the hospital, like it's time to do a scan. I'm like, it's to see the baby. Yeah. So, and definitely also when she started kicking, that's when I could actually start feeling like, okay, it's not only a belly, but there's actually something inside. So the baby would kick, and it was very exciting. I'm super blessed again to have how do you say this? My partner's parents are pretty supportive. They were feeding me well, so the steps I took was to make sure I was eating like a balanced diet, making sure I'm drinking milk or just anything to get more protein, making sure I take the right supplements for the baby, and also making sure I don't get malaria by covering myself. So yeah, that's about it. Eating right, making sure I don't stay out late. First of all, I didn't have a diet plan before pregnancy. I was just winging it. Didn't care. But because of pregnancy, it definitely had to change. Like I had to start like now having proper meals, like breakfast, in between something, lunch, another snack, dinner, eating something else. Like I used to eat a lot because I had to make sure like I had the proper weight. So the baby had the proper weight, and also water. I used to take a lot of water during pregnancy. Like I don't know, like every single hour of it, just water. Water, I have to drink water. So those are the steps I took. And about exercising, I never used to exercise before pregnancy, but during pregnancy, I used to, after the first trimester, I used to take walks every single afternoon. So those are my exercises. So again, thankful for this. What is this? 21st century or whatever. We have the internet with us, so I educated myself. I didn't wait for somebody else to come tell me. So I used to do my own research on what are the signs for this and that, what are the danger signs I need to look out for, and with that, it also enabled me to know what to ask the doctors when I go to the hospital. I didn't get to have a midwife and all of that because I don't even know I didn't have one. I didn't have a midwife, but I also had the support of another pregnant friend. She's also going through the same thing. So I used to like reach out to her because she has experience. She has like another son, a child. So I used to ask her if about anything strange or like during the time I was about to give birth, like there were signs. I used to ask her, okay, is this okay? Does this mean I have to do that? So support from other pregnant women and also the internet, my holy grail. I think it even made it more beautiful. Yeah, because I have a very supportive partner who was there for me for every single thing. Everything that I looked up on the internet, sending it to him, he reads. So very supportive. It reassured me that I found a really good partner that will be there for me for everything. My partner. My partner is like the biggest support system. Like I couldn't even sleep without having him touch me because he was my safe space. He's still my safe space. So everything, he made me so comfortable. So I'll do it again because of him and again. Preparation. Definitely. With the research I did, I was very much, I was very much equipped to like knowing like this is what I need to do to welcome her. Like this is what I need to do to prepare myself to give birth. I don't know if I should speak about like clothes and all that. The nesting phase. They call it the nesting phase. Yeah. Definitely. I was prepared. I knew what I wanted to get, like breast pumps, whatever bras, like first what are those called, onesies. So I was equipped. Like I bought everything before giving birth. I knew what styles I wanted to give birth to, what breathing styles. Even though during the moment I even forgot them, but I equipped myself with the knowledge and all of those things. Yeah. Okay. Because my partner is a good partner, I allowed him to name the child. So I told him he could pick out the first name and then I would add because I wanted to name the child too. I'm the one who gave birth. So he picked Kiara and then I picked Solana. The meaning of Kiara to him is princess. I don't even know where he got it, but it's princess. And for me, Solana means sun, bright sunshine. So, I would have wanted to have my partner inside the room when I gave birth, but throughout my research and financially how we were able to, we thought we went to a hospital where how should I explain this? My gynecologist works in a hospital, and sadly, they do not allow having partner inside. But my birth plan was to have my partner inside there and help me with breathing and all those styles because he also knew all those things and he's my safe space. And again, from my research, I learned that it's more mentally than actually pushing. It's more mentally in the head. So for me, I was ready to have him there, but then at the last moment, we realized that it wasn't possible. So no birth plan, I guess, after that. Just make it by myself. I mean, I didn't know I could gain weight. Because I've always been slim my whole life. So maybe it wasn't a surprise. Maybe it was a surprise because I was expecting not to gain weight. Like, I've seen women who don't gain weight. Their belly grows, but their weight stays like that. So surprised that I've actually gained weight. Like, not only the belly, but myself. So It was actually good. I was happy. I was stretch marks. I was like, let's go. Let's have them. Yeah. I would say continue to love yourself. Like love yourself how you are, whether you have stretch marks, whether you gain like 20 kgs, 30 kgs, just be happy. That's like like having a baby, forming a baby is like a big deal. Like it's, I don't know how to put it. Like it's super extreme. You need to love yourself, like no matter what. That's what I would say. Love yourself.
Well, I'm actually more daring.
Very much caring. Like I went through childbirth. That's like life and death experience. So I'm very much caring, and you could also say I'm a bit more scared of dying. It scares me. Like whenever I go out on the road, I'm like, please God, please let me go back home. So a little bit more scared. Please just daring, but it's scared. No. When I was during my pregnancy, I was living with my in-laws, and I was not engaged or married. I was just living there. But I'm thankful my in-laws are the most welcoming, loving people ever. They treated me as their own, and they did like their chagas. So for them, they're like super excited, like, oh, we're gonna have a child, because they already had one, so they're gonna have a grandchild celebrations and all that. And even when I gave birth, they made sure to give me the full child experience, you know? Like, they slaughtering goats for me. Like, every single week I wake up, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Like, it's a goat for you. And I'm like, again? Yes, again. And then they'll come together, like my leafies and my wakiwenza and my equipment come together also, the slaughter of goats. Like, more celebration. They're having a baby, so yeah, I think that's the one. Me, basically, the goal was to be comfortable. I mean, I couldn't wear jeans and all that, because gaining weight and all of that. But I don't think I had any social
Or society expectations.
I didn't experience that at all. I was free to dress however I liked. I used to wear crop tops, but then I couldn't wear them because they're not flattering to me anymore. But even when it came to like working, I remember I worked until I was 36 or 35 weeks pregnant, and my belly was showing. And I remember I went to a field work like outside of Dar es Salaam, and at the time they didn't know I was pregnant because I was wearing like a very baggy outfit. But I think when they found out, they started to treat me like in a different manner, like very delicate. They tried to help me, like, can I carry it back? But I won't carry it, so I'm not disabled, I'm just pregnant, you know? But yeah, I think pregnant women get more of the, how do you say this, advantage when, society, like, Uki, Padabasi, they stand up for you to sit. You get first, what is the word? Preference treatment. I don't know if you're pregnant, so I haven't gotten any negative feedback from society. Oh, they don't tell you about like all those small details, like how, like when it came to like giving birth, it's definitely not how you see it in movies. When your water breaks, it's a gush, it becomes like water. It's definitely like there's a whole procedure, and things happen. Like it's not like your water breaks now and then you give birth like the next moment. It's different. So whatever is portrayed, they did not tell you the reality of things. It is much more severe than that. It's definitely. for me, I would say like the journey of like the best moment of my life. To be honest, despite the first trimester being one that was crazy, like it was mentally draining and physically draining, but the entire journey was just this 10 would do it again. Would recommend to do it if you have a good support system. Like if you have planned like monetary wise, like this is the amount I have to do for 2-3 years and save. If you know your partner is with you, lives with you, if you know you have good in-laws and who are very supportive, not non-judgmental, then I guess 10 recommend.
Thank you so much for adding those disclaimers as well, because there's certain things that need to be in play for it to actually be, a good
safe space.
Yeah. What do you hope your child will know about this time when they're older?
I like about my journey. I would love her to know that it was like the best moment of my life, like creating her and feeling her kick in my tummy, hearing her first heartbeat, seeing her for the first time on the scan at 6 weeks pregnant. I was like, I'm actually gonna be making a human being from scratch. So yeah, I want her to know that she was loved, she was planned, and very happy that she's here and living and thriving. I feel like now I get how my parents were, or I get how parents are, when they make some decisions, And also, I also get that when we get to our parents when they're raising, it was also their first time, They were just also going with the flow or how they saw their parents do it. And obviously, not everybody is perfect, everybody makes their own mistake, But now also as a parent, I can also see like how I could rectify, like how I would want, how my parents couldn't treat me. I would like to give my children an advantage to listen to them, to love them. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanessa.
I really tried.
You did well.
Great.
You did well.
I know, I tried looking at the camera.